Welcome to Sandown Park, where Arkle is centre stage before the off for the 1965 Gallagher Gold Cup. This will be the fifth meeting between Arkle and Mill House, with the score standing at 3-1 in favour of the Duchess of Westminster's star. So this handicapper's nightmare, Arkle, is set to concede £16 to the hero of the 1963 Cheltenham Gold Cup, as well as up to £35 to his other five rivals, which include last year's winner John O'Groats and Queen Elizabeth, the Queen Mother's 12-race winner, the Rip. They're off, and as they run down to the first of the 22 fences, it's the Rip on the inside, Candy in the centre. Over on the far side is Mill House, then comes Lara. They jumped the first, Arkle jumped it fifth actually, and coming down to the second now, and Mill House has come up to join Candy, the Rip back in third, then Lara, then over on the far side, spot the second of the black caps, it's Arkle, and Mill House taken over properly now from Candy, who's coming up to join him now at this next fence. Mill House and Candy almost together, the Rip back in third, quite a gap then to Arkle, and there Mill House out-jumped Candy, and the Rip you can see in picture now in third. Mill House from Candy and the Rip as they jump that one. And go on now to the railway fences, and in quick succession, and Mill House the leader from Candy, then the Rip, and then Arkle, who's moved into fourth. Mill House jumping impeccably, about 4 lengths up now on Candy. Then comes the Rip, and then Arkle, who's making ground on the outside, on the right of the picture as we see them now as they run down towards the pond fence. And it's Mill House to the left. Over on the right is Arkle, who's just eased his way into the picture. He remembers coming here before in the Whitbread, and he feels that the pond fence is the place to get active. And he comes to jump it upsides. Mill House just marginally in front, third. It still is the Rip, and then Rondetto makes a little bit of ground towards the right of the picture. Beside him, Candy. Then comes Lara, and then last year's winner, John O'Groats. Arkle, clearly the leader now from Mill House. The next one they jump will be the ditch. When they jump it next time, it'll be a plain fence because it's divided into two. You'll notice over on the far side a plain fence. This is the ditch. Arkle jumps it from Mill House, and then comes the Rip. Still running well, the Rip, and right in contention. Lara's made quite good ground. Rondetto trying to make ground too from the rear as they pass the winning post on the first circuit, with Arkle in the lead from Mill House in second, and third is the Rip. Then comes Lara. Still making a little bit of ground is Rondetto. Arkle taking quite a strong hold now with Pat Tuff. Saving ground, David Nicholson on the inside on Mill House. Over on the far side, the Rip. Rondetto still making ground. He's made ground into fourth now as they come to this one. This is the foot, and Rondetto a mistake there, right at the buckle end. Jeff King got him off the ground well there, and it's still Arkle, the leader. As they come now to the first of the fences in the backstretch. Arkle from Mill House, both jumping impeccably. Then comes Lara, who's being pushed along, just having headed the Rip. Arkle over this one. Mill House second. Mill House on the inside, making a little bit of ground maybe. Arkle from Mill House as they come to the next. Arkle, Mill House coming to join Arkle maybe. Under pressure is Lara. And at this one, they're practically stride for stride, the big two. Beautiful jump by both of them, but slightly quicker by Mill House. Mill House from Arkle. Mill House taking a length and a half out of Arkle now, and I can hear the crowd calling the hero of Lambourne. They're getting behind him now as he races it over the last of the railway fences. Mill House from Arkle, beginning one more fence before the right-hand turn, and it's Mill House by a good 3 lengths from Arkle. Arkle hasn't been asked anything by Pat Tuff, but Millhouse has the advantage here, but he's just being scrubbed along a little bit now by David Nicholson as Arkle moves up on his outside as though he's just jumped in. And they're coming out of the pond fence. Pond fence number 20 of the 22 fences. And distress signals there from the Millhouse contingent as David Nicholson asks unavailingly for extra effort. Arkle jumps clear and Millhouse! A bad blunder there. A bad blunder by Millhouse. And then we're coming up to the second last now with Arkle having virtually settled the 1965 Gallagher Gold Cup. He jumps it well clear. Rondetto's coming to try and challenge Millhouse now and racing towards the last end. Arkle is sprinting. Arkle is positively sprinting as he jumps the last up this remorseless hill over which so many dreams have foundered in the past to win his 19th in partnership with Pat Taft. It looks as if Rondetto will overhaul Millhouse for a very distant second, but for Arkle, this 1965 Gallagher Gold Cup has just been a stroll in the park. Will anyone see the like of him again?